Old guy music.
Old guy
This is
music.
DJ Scotty Fox. This is Start Me Up 135 Heat Mix.
Okay, but
Whatever that means, I don't know.
maybe a different one.
I don't know what this is. It's just what was on when it came on. Workouts. Do as you can.
You can leave it on a little bit. Oh yeah, cool. Let's give it a whirl. Why not? See what's what.
Yeah.
You got a couple minutes, so you can just tell them what they're doing.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend, good holiday weekend. Sticking around at home. Did you do Easter egg hunt?
No.
Good. Good on you.
15-mile Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, that's about it. All right, so we're doing our 15 station burn, and we don't really need much in the way of equipment today. If you do have the rubber band set up, get 2 relatively light ones, one for a chopping motion, one for a rowing motion, and like I said, it's going to be down low, knee height-ish, or a little bit lower than that. Besides that, we are not really going to need any other weight besides your own body weight. There is one other thing that if you want to have some weight for those loaded whips, you can grab like a 5 to a 10 pound weight for some sort of whips, which Addie, you can go ahead and grab that for yourself now.
Chair for the half burpee.
Oh, well, if they want. All right, one other thing she's recommended is that if you don't want to do, but there is a burpee move, if you don't want to have your hands fully on the floor, grab a chair, a bench, an ottoman, something like that for your hands on the floor, but I'm not getting that for Addie. She's a machine, she can do this with her feet on up. Maybe we can
Wait,
put
then
her
how is
feet.
it a half burpee?
If you just go from here to there, I'll call it on your feet. Basically a hot board.
I can do that.
You can do that. Easily can do that. So we'll give you guys a couple more minutes to get ready.
It's more like a double leg mountain climber, I would call it.
It's a lot more words to take up the whole thing. Half burpee takes up half the blocks. We got room to spare. Regardless, we give you guys about a minute to get going, get your stuff. Again, anchor relatively low, a lighter rubber band and a mid to light rubber band, and then a dumbbell for ladies, 5 to 8 pounds, gentlemen, 8 to 12 for your whips. And we'll get going here in a second. Anything, Shane?
Yeah, I mean, there are 13 participants, so don't mess it up.
13?
You guys are going to be judged heavily today. So
Okay. So
That's a lot!
I live my life as if I'm constantly underneath the microscope.
you're not doing a good job there.
I'm triggered.
Constantly on the microscope. All right, shall we?
Yeah, do it.
Shall.
Get going.
All right, happy Monday. Let's get those hands on those hips. Let's get that cylinder on. Let's get that focus on feeling your whole footbed, emphasizing that ball of your foot. Pull yourself down on that hinge from the end to your core. Bring that pelvis back to level, all the while maintaining your normal spine shape the entire time. Let's start focusing on breathing a little bit. Start feeling that kind of normal breath pattern. See if you can breathe and still expand through that lower rib cage area, even while you're keeping that abdominal pressure on. They support that spine. Make sure we're not just breathing through our chest. It's not going to be as efficient. So let's work on efficiency as we do this. So each follow-up rep here, try and go down a little bit farther. Try and pull yourself into it a little bit farther. But again, keep that connection, your brain with that whole cylinder on. One more of these. I'm going to take that same hinge in a really wide stance. All right, nice and wide those feet. Again, feet as always are parallel. Keep initiating that squat pattern from that hinge. Feel that big tilt occur as you're driving through that ball of the foot. And remember, the goal of every single squat that we do here is to drive through that ball of the foot, bring that big hinge pelvis back to level while keeping that spine shape nice and consistent throughout. So let's get about 3 more on each side. Who knows what happened over the weekend? Yesterday was kind of dreary, huh?
Yeah.
Saturday was epic, and then Sunday was like, meh, meh.
Yeah.
Seems like every Easter Sunday is that same weather pattern.
It's gonna be like 71 for the next 3 days.
We'll take it. That's like room temperature right there. You only know if you're outside. Okay, back to normal squat pattern. Same exact things going on. Moving out of your hips, staying through that ball of the foot, fighting that one to lead from your chest, or that one to not move from your pelvis at all. Make this a knee-centric movement. We don't do that here, right?
No.
We're hip-centric. A lot of centrics here, but right now we're hip-centric on this one. So let's take that same movement pattern. We're going to go into our alternating reverse lunge. And just know you've got that option as you do this to really press the heel away on that back leg to open up the front of that hip. Reach that front arm as high toward the ceiling as you can go. Stretch that thing out. But again, as always, tilt that pelvis, keep that normal spine shape, drive to that ball of the foot, bring yourself back to standing. Let's get 1 or 2 more on each side. And again, your depth. You're controlling that depth. With each one, try and go a little bit farther. And here we go, on our floor. Addie's just going to go right into her crab sprints instead of doing a normal warm-up.
No.
So go ahead, Addie, sprint it up.
No.
Okay, it's worth a shot. You guys, everybody, fingers facing behind you. Drive those hips up toward the ceiling. Imagine you're holding a small ball between your knees so your hips and your knees are not getting all kind of weird shaped. Excuse me. After that 5th one, going straight up and straight down. Let's keep that one hand on the floor. Hips still go square with the ceiling. This time you're reaching across your body, trying to get as much separation of that upper and lower body as you can. That reaching arm is going below your shoulder. So you're reaching across your body right now, getting as much rotation without extension on this one. 5 on the one side, then we'll go 5 on the other side. And as always, that supporting arm, you're really pressing your body away from the floor as much as possible. Screwing that shoulder into the floor counterclockwise. If it's your right arm, you're going, externally rotating. If it's your right arm, you're clockwise-ing it. If your left arm, you're counterclockwise-ing it. Back to that original arm. And now this time we're gonna do that one where you reach that free hand towards your supporting hand. Your gaze is following it, getting as much extension out of your spine as possible. Same thing, imagine you're holding the ball between your knees, getting those hips really high towards the ceiling. After that 5th one on the one side, finish this maneuver up with onto the second arm, reaching, getting as much extension as you can, get as much height as possible, get as much range of motion as you can possibly get those hips to turn on, get that shoulder structure to stabilize, get that mobility out of your spine, because you are going to need it. Let's get you up on your feet. Let's get those shoulders moving around. So we are doing our 15 station burn class today. I'm not going to run through all 15 of these at once. I am, however, going to give you the first 3, and then halfway through that 3rd one, I'm going to show you what the next one is going to be while you're doing that. So, are you ready for the first 3?
Yeah.
All right, first one is a low to high squat chop. So, if you do have the 2 rubber bands, grab the lighter of the 2. You're going to, I'll show you in the side view. So you're going to squat down. First of all, elbows are stuck to the side. The easier, elbows are straight, not in front, more difficult. So choose what works for you. Narrow to your body or far away. Regardless, you're going to squat down, loading up that inside foot. This inside leg is doing everything. You're going to push off that inside foot and chop up and away. So it's a diagonal motion, but this is me really being dominant out of my inside foot. I'm not just twisting my upper body around, it's dominating from that inside foot. So as I extend out of the hip and rotate, I'm trying to get my knee and my hip rotation to reach the end ranges of the motion at the same time. Reset and repeat. This is one where we will switch sides at the halfway point. If you do not have your rubber bands, you would just be doing alternating side lunges. All right. From that, we get you down on the floor, and we go into our break dancer. So as always, you spread your shoulders out. One leg starts across your body, and you're simply going to switch down side to side. From that, we get you on your forward, backward bear crawl. So you spread those shoulders out, knees are low to the floor, keep your normal spine shape. Walk forward a little bit, walk backward a little bit, all the while maintaining your normal spine shape. Are you ready?
We are
Shane,
ready.
can we get some timer going, please? You got it. So we're gonna get going in about 5 or so seconds. The first movement is that low to high squat chops. If you do not have the rubber band, you're gonna do your side lunges. And here we go. So, as always, you're gonna load up that inside foot. Your outside leg can pivot and rotate. Inside foot stays fully planted. Driving off that inside ball of the foot. You get that big tilt to your pelvis to start. Drive off to where you're rotating the hip as much as you can and extending your knee at the same time. And spin around, hit the other side. And just be aware, you can govern how intense you want this thing. The more straight your arms are, the more challenging it is. Regardless, really make sure you're dominating this movement from your lower body. Upper body is following the lead of the lower body. Yes, it's doing some work, but it's not initiating it or controlling it in any means. Take your break. Get yourself down to the floor. You got a 10-second break. We're going to go right into break dancers. Get ready to maintain your normal spine shape as much as you can. Kick that one leg out underneath the side of your body. And the more you extend that leg out, the the more intense it's going to be in those obliques, the more challenge it's going to be in your heart rate. So challenge yourself accordingly. And at no point are you allowed to slow down the rest of your life, right, Addie?
All right.
Never slow down, period. Just kidding. You have the ability to slow down if you cannot maintain the proper mechanics of the movement. Outside of that, you're going to keep it going. We've got another 10 seconds to go. And then you're basically stay down on the ground. We're just going to shorten that stride and get into our little bear crawls forward, little bear crawls back. So just give yourself space to go about 5 or 6 strides forward, 5 or 6 strides backwards. But regardless, try to stay condensed. Try not to have a huge length between your knees and your hands. Knees are nice and low to the floor. Ideally, your hips are the same height as your shoulder. Your supporting arms, you're really spreading those shoulder blades out around the rib cage, so they're really spread out. And then when you're going backwards, have that intent of really pushing your body backwards via that upward rotation of your scapula. Hips low, hips low, hips low, knees really low to the floor. Knees really low to the floor. Maintain that normal spine shape as much as you can. Fight that one to curl your spine. Keep that low back. Knees low, knees low, knees low, knees low. Keep those knees low. You got 5 more seconds. And then all we got after this is a split squat row. So you'll grab your rubber band. You'll drop into that split squat. As you stand up, you pull. Again, grab the rubber band from holding on right arm. Drop back, split squat, pull. If you do not have the rubber band, you're simply just going to do split squats, staying in that staying in that split squat position the whole time, not going back and forth like she is. So you're just going to go up and down that split squat. Same thing though, you are going to switch sides at the halfway point. And then all these squat patterns, you really be focused on initiating that movement from your hip. Go ahead and switch sides, letting that shoulder blade fully release as that arm goes out in front, maintaining normal spine shape the entire time. Driving through that ball of the foot. Bring that pelvis back to level as your shoulder blade follows it at the same time. So you go to break. Last one here is coming up. We got the high knees. So simply high knees running in place. Nice and quick.
Woo!
And go. So imagine you get your knees as high as your chest. And imagine this is as if you're running up a hill. You're going to have a slight forward hinge. At no point are you guys running backwards like so. So keep yourself slightly over top. And the next one after these high knees is a loaded split squat whip. So this is one where you'll grab your weight. You'll get into that split squat. So if my left leg's in front, I'm going to go on the inside of my left leg to start, whipping it out high, back down, whipping out high, back down. So there's a diagonal component to this. You got 5 more seconds on this one. And that one as well, you will switch sides at the halfway point. Grab your light weight. So get in that nice hinge, maintain that tilt to your pelvis, keep that anterior core on, keep that normal spine shape. Arms are relatively long the entire time. Stay down in that squat the whole time. We're not going to have you go up and down this one. You're just going to stay low the whole time and just whip the arms.
Sorry.
Fight that one to rotate. Stay nice and low. We can get lower, get lower, get lower, get lower. Feel that big crease between your hip and your thighs. You got that nice crease right there. You got 1 second, switch sides. Just get nice and low in that squat. Focus on what's holding you there. Get your brain, your glutes, that high adductor, your hamstrings. Driving through that ball of the foot, not supporting the leg. You got 5 more seconds where we are. And then we simply got our lateral hops coming up. So you can just place your weight down, find the space in the floor, and we're simply hopping side to side, nice and quick. It does not have to be a huge distance that you're covering, but be quick, nice and light on your feet. Fight that one to go slow. Fight that one to get loose in your spine. Let the thing, you can stay on here, right? And you're gonna get some movement, but make sure that the hips do not tuck under. Stay on. From this, you got 25 more seconds on this one. Then we've got our half burpee coming up, which I will show you in front. So you simply get down in that same push-up position, spread the shoulders out, and just hop your feet in, hop them out. Hop them in, hop them out. This is one if you do want to have your hands up on a chair, by all means make it your own. There's no right, there's no wrong, but challenge yourself accordingly. Take your break, 10 seconds. Half burpee coming up. You do have the option. If you want to throw this into a full burpee, we're not going to say you can't do it, right? All right, so regardless, if you are doing only the half burpee,
No.
Keep those shoulder blades fully spread apart the whole time. Hop in as close towards your hands as you possibly can. And just in, out, nice and quick. See how many you can get in this next 20 seconds. And from here, we've got just a footwork, so you're gonna be back up on your feet. I'll let Addie make up her own, but I would just say, how about a crossover?
Sounds good.
Crossover footwork, but you'll always have the freedom to do whichever footwork you so desire. There's no right, no wrong. And take your break, 10 seconds off, and as always, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Try and slow it all down, and go. If you are doing that crossover footwork, really try to keep your shoulders square with that. I cannot speak again this morning. Keep your shoulders square with that wall in front of you. I imagine someone's got a wall, right? With whatever may be in front of you. Try to keep the shoulders as square as possible so you get that upper body and lower body separation. From this, we've got our alternating reverse lunge with a knee drive. So you split squat back lunge, come up, drive that knee, switch legs, drive that knee. You can do it at this pace, or the next step up will be with a little bit of a hop. The more you drive that hand, that knee, the more intense it is. Take your break. Where are we at? We're already at number 10.
Oh man.
Flying through this. We got 6 more to go, guys, and you get a break, then we run this thing back 2 more times. So as you do this reverse lunge, keep that intent of really initiating that squat pattern from your hips. Keep pulling yourself down from that anterior core. And then know you always have the ability to throw that hop into this thing. So come up, drive, switch, drive, get that little hop. It almost turns into a little fancy running man maneuver. Regardless, find which works for you. The more intensity you have with that knee drive, the more intense this is going to be overall. So again, find the pace that works for you. From this, we got everybody's favorite, the crab alternating reaches. So you'll get you guys back down on the floor, fingers facing behind you. As my hips rise up, I pick up my one leg, my opposite arm goes to try and touch it, getting as much height out of my hips and my shoulders as I possibly can. If that's not feeling right for you, you can just alternate your legs, like keep both arms on the floor. If that still isn't feeling right, you can just go up and down out of your hips. So find one of those 3 modifications that work for you, but as always, challenge yourself. Don't err on easy, err on more difficult, challenge yourself, that's what makes you better. You got 15 more seconds. And then from here, you're just gonna flip over onto all 4s, get you ready for a rotating plank, which I will show you right now. So you're in your plank position again. Arms are straight, shoulders are spread apart. Pick up one leg, let that hip rotate over your side. Switch, rotate the hip over the side. The more you rotate the hip, the more separation you're getting from that upper and lower body, the more we're really working those core muscles. Again, your leg's gonna go, but it's really about that hip rotating side to side while keeping that torso as still as you possibly can. And as always, maintain your normal spine shape. Keep your shoulders really pressed away from your spine as much as you can. After this, keep going, got 20 more seconds on this one. Really feel that ability to breathe through that lower abdominal region besides just breathing through your chest when you're stabilizing. Super important to be able to breathe through that rib cage as much as you can, that lower rib cage. And you got 3 more seconds. And then we've got our drop, squat, hop. So you start wide stance with your legs straight, drop into your squat, back out, drop into your squat. So as always, land, absorb. Try that again. Start wide, straight leg.
Wait.
I'll demonstrate again. Wide, narrow, wide, narrow. So wide, straight leg, narrow squat. There it is. Wide, straight leg, narrow squat. So when you land in that squat, you land in a normal squat pattern that you would in every squat that exists as a human being. So, straight-legged wide, drop into a deep squat. And the higher you jump, obviously the more intense this is. You've got 10 more seconds on this one, then we're gonna get you back down on the floor for a rotational push-up. So as she's doing this, I'll give you a little demo on this one. Let's get everybody on their knees. You go down into a regular push-up, and as you come up, you're gonna rotate towards the ceiling as much as you can with that reaching arm. So really feel that thoracic spine rotating about the hips. There you go. So lower yourself down, maintain your normal spine shape. As you come up, big thoracic rotation. This is number 14, guys. We're getting close.
My gosh.
I know. 26 seconds to go on this one. So as always, your body's gonna try and find a way to cheat. First thing it's gonna do is gonna start dropping your head. Fight that. Second is gonna either tuck your tail under, it's gonna drop your chest. Fight that. Keep your normal spine shape. You got 12 more seconds to go. And the last one here, everyone. Last one is a plank lateral hop. So you're gonna be back down on the floor, just like you already are. Get in your plank position. From here, you're going to hop side to side as if you're jumping over the mat if you have it lying out there. So just side to side hop. Maintain as much of a normal plank position as you can. Try to keep your hips the same height as your shoulders as possible. We've got 30 more seconds, everyone. Then we're gonna take a 1-minute break and we're gonna run this whole thing back. So keep going, keep challenging yourself. This is a good whole 15 session or 15 exercise warm up, mentally, physically after a long weekend. 15 more seconds where you are. Then we'll take that minute 5 break to get some water, towel off, crank up the music, and get ready for round 2. Keep going, you got 5 more seconds. Nobody's stopping early. Keep it going for 3 more seconds. Perfect. Addie, me, grab some water. Everybody else grab some water, relax. We've got a minute off. First 3 on this movement again, we're doing the exact same 15 we just did. First one is that low high chop. Second one is that break dancer. Third one is that forward backward bear crawl. So get ready for your forward backward bear crawl, get ready for your break dancer, and get your low high chop rubber band ready.
What was the thinking behind this name?
I had a really good idea when I did it.
Yeah.
It gets you in the breadbasket, obviously.
Yeah,
What is the Breadbasket?
Your stomach.
Yeah.
The breadbasket. You never heard that?
No.
Oh, come on, Addie.
Because
Because if you eat bread, your basket grows.
but I do
You
eat.
got 20 more seconds.
I love me.
Jane,
some
have you
bread.
recommended this book to everybody?
This new one?
Yeah, so good.
It's good, but there might be some prerequisites to reading this one though.
All right, you got 10 more seconds, everyone. Get ready, put your water down, get your energy up. Low, high squat chops to begin it. And again, as always, choose which modification works for you. The tighter the elbows are to the body, the easier it is. The longer the arms, the more challenging it is. Regardless, load up that inside foot, push off that inside leg, rotate the hips completely opposite of where you started. Your head, everything goes along for the ride, but it is not dictating the movement. Switch sides. If you're not using the rubber band, we're simply doing side lunges. But again, this is a hip dominant movement. Allow your head, everything to go with the movement. Finish with everything rotated away, but at no point are you initiating any of this movement from above that hip. Everything above the hip is going along for the ride. Take your break, get ready, get down on the floor. We got your break dancers coming.
Woo!
Again, spread those shoulder blades out. And here you go, kicking side to side. Get as much movement out of this as you can. Challenge yourself on how far you really reach that pushing through the leg across your body. Obviously, the farther across your body it goes, the more intense it is. Challenge yourself. And just like with the burpees, if you need to have your hands up on something to make it a little bit easier for you, you have that option. But again, challenge yourself. Try and maintain as much of a normal spine shape as you can. What happens, your body's going to try and have your hips go up toward the ceiling because that's shortening the resistance arm. Fight that. Stay long. Take your break. We got our forward, backward bear crawls. Knees as low to the floor as possible. See if your knees can stay an inch off the floor the whole time. An inch off the floor, not 6 inches, an inch off the floor. Keep your knees low. Keep your knees low. That means you have to bend your knee when you pick your foot up. Yes, nice and long through your spine. Normal spine shape the whole time. Keep your hips the same height as your shoulders. When you start getting tired, your body's gonna lift your butt up toward the ceiling, and that'll be evident if your knees are more than a couple inches off the floor. So bend your knees, keep your hips low, keep your normal spine shape. Stay low, stay low. Keep pushing yourself backwards via that supporting arm. Feel that shoulder blade rotate up towards, yes, like that upper rotation. And perfect, take your break. Back to your rubber band if you have it for your split squat row. If you do not have your rubber band, You're simply doing a stationary split squat. Regardless, emphasize moving out of that hip. Walk this way a little bit, you're on the count. There you go. As always, move out of your hip, drive through that ball of the foot, let that whole torso hinge, and fight that want to lead from your head. Move from your hips, allow that shoulder blade to completely release, and as you're driving up out of the hip, bring that pelvis back to level, switch sides. As you bring that pelvis back to level, bring that shoulder blade back to resting width and have that arm follow it. At no point are you leading from the hand. So keep doing what you're doing, keep that pace up. You got 7 more seconds where you are. What do we got next? High knees coming up, so you can drop your resistance. Get ready, you got 10 more seconds. Again, in through the nose, out through your mouth. So again, as we do this one, fight that one to get all chest droppy. Fight that one to have your pelvis go backwards. Stay athletic in your stance. There's a little bit of an anterior tilt. And just keep those high knees coming. Nice and light on those feet. And again, try not to just breathe through your chest. Feel that whole lower abdominal region expand. Still trying to go in through your nose, out through your mouth. You got 20 more seconds. Next one coming up is those loaded split squat whips. So again, to refresh your memory, you'll hold your weight. You'll be in that split squat. Ideally, you got that really big hinge. Nice long arms, create a diagonal whip. You're low on the inside of your thigh, high on the outside of your thigh. So again, low on the inside of your thigh, high on the outside of your thigh. Arms are long the entire time. Spine shapes its normal position the entire time. Nice and deep in that squat the entire time. Your goal is to feel that crease between your hip bone and your thigh the entire time. Get low, challenge yourself on how low you can stay. So really challenge yourself, get deep in that squat. You've got 5 more seconds before you switch sides, and then you can challenge yourself on how quickly you change directions, switch your side. Nice long arms, create a big diagonal motion with this. It's not just vertical, you've got that horizontal component as well. Keep going, we've got 12 more seconds, keep going fast. Keep breathing, stay engaged. Have a little antenna, try and rotate your thighs towards each other. Get that pelvic floor to fire a little bit more. And you done. Drop your weight. Got our lateral hops coming, so again, nice and light on those feet. Side to side. Goal is to get your shoes to be hot, so your feet are hot in your socks. You don't have to go crazy high. What's that?
I don't wear socks.
Well, then your feet are going to get hot in the soles of your shoes. So again, go as fast as you can possibly go. Nice and quick, nice and light. Keep going. 30 more seconds all out. From this, you've got that half burpee. So this again would be, if you want that step, that box, that element, whatever you need to get your hands up a little higher to make it easier on you, you have that option. You also have the option to take it into a full burpee. Your choice. We just got the half burpee on the board for today, but options are always there and apply to whatever it is you want to challenge yourself with. You got 5 more seconds, so nobody's stopping before that last buzzer. Keep going, keep going, keep going, stop. Take your break, 10 seconds. What did you say? What did you say? You warmed up yet, Addie?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go, half burpee. As quick as you can go, in, out, in, out, in, out. So this is the one time where your hips are going to go up towards the ceiling. You're creating this kind of pike-ish-like position out of your body. You're really using that anterior core to draw those hips up towards the ceiling to bring your feet underneath you. Shoulder blades are really upwardly rotating, so you're posturing off your hands just as much as using that core. Keep going, you got 20 more seconds on this guy. And then you're back up on your feet for your crossover footwork or whatever footwork pattern you desire. Alright, I want to see some flair. I want to see some personal flair on this next one. So give me 8 seconds to come up with some more personal flair.
Alright.
Let's see what it's going to be. I'm excited. What's it going to be? What is it going to be?
You know exactly what it's going to be.
Alright. I'm so in suspense right now. What's it going to be? And
This is called jerking.
it's called jerking.
Yeah.
Do tell what?
Well, there's a song called You're a Jerk. And it goes, you're a jerk. You're a jerk. When I was 11, I went to the UCLA soccer camp.
Oh.
And this was like the whole, oh my gosh.
So you just run backwards, high knee backwards.
Pretty much.
Pretty much with a little
Well,
bit of
there's
an
like
out
a-
flare,
yeah.
an outward flare. You got 14 more seconds to do the jerk run, whatever you call that. We want to add that one to the mix. From that, we've got an alternating reverse lunge with that knee drive. So 5 more seconds of jerk running. And you get that split squat, coming up with some power with that knee drive, switching sides. And again, Challenge yourself. At least throw a couple of those hops in there. You don't have to hop the whole time, but challenge yourself. Create some air underneath your foot and the floor in that front leg. Beat your hands with boom, some authority. Knee your hands harder. Harder. I want to hear smack. Not by you smacking your hands on your knees, but by smacking your knees against your hand. Big difference. It's not a knee slapper, it's a knee kick to hand thing. You got 20 more seconds. Everybody get off the ground at least 5 times per leg. Keep going, give me a little hop. Drive that knee. Keep that anterior core on. Drive that knee, keep that anterior core on. You've got 10 more seconds on this guy. 10 more seconds and you're back down on the floor for those alternating crab reaches. Solid, grab a seat. And again, as you're down here, keep your hips going straight up towards the ceiling as high as you can go. Kick that leg out, really reach across your body. Get to that foot or try to get to that foot. Push yourself off that floor with that supporting arm with as much energy as you can. And as you're pressing yourself off, create that intent of external rotation. Feel the shoulder blade really actively pressing towards your rib cage. But again, get as high as you can possibly get. Know that you've got the other option. Option 1 is keeping your hands on the floor and just doing the legs. Option 2, keeping both hands and feet on the floor and just going up and down on the hips. Regardless, you've got 10 more seconds. Challenge yourself. The only way you can slow down or modify is if you cannot maintain the high level of intensity on the other one. And take your break. You don't have to get up though. That's the beauty of this one. You just get to go right back down on your hands. You've got the rotating planks coming up. So again, feet are shoulder width-ish. Shoulder blades are spread apart. Really keep that normal plank position. And just feel the hip rotate. And as you're rotating, that free leg is bent and it's rotating, and the weight of that foot is aiding to the resistance of this guy. And just know your body is going to want to try and have your hips go towards the ceiling. Fight that. Keep your normal length of your spine the entire time. Keep your shoulder blades fully spread out the entire time. At no point are you letting your body get all bent and weird shape, right? Maintain your normal spine shape the entire time. Keep pulling that hip back over with control, no swinging it. 2 seconds, 1 second, break, up on your feet. We got those drop squats. So again, start wide. So you can make it like an X, right? Here to here, X. There it is, out wide, deep squat, out wide, deep squat, out wide, deep squat. And again, absorb through your hips. Fight that one for your pelvis to stay still, and this is a knee dominant thing. Absorb through your hips. Your ball of the foot is the first point of contact. Go quickly. You don't have to get crazy high, but I want you to get crazy fast. You got 20 more seconds to go. And then we got 2 more movements to go, and then you're finished your second one. We are past the halfway point. 24 minutes into this bad boy. Into this bread basket. You got 10 more seconds. Out wide, land deep. Out wide, land deep. Perfect. Take your break. Find yourself a floor if you got one. What? You never know. Maybe someone's in a hammock.
That's true.
You never know. All right, here we go. Have at it. So again, as you're pressing up, get as much thoracic rotation as you can. Fight that one to lead from your chest. I'm sorry, fight that one to lead from your head, lead from your chest. I knew what I wanted to say, but somehow the words came out completely backwards. So I see if people are paying attention. So fight that want to lead from your head. Your body is going to want to cheat. It's going to drop the head and it's going to raise the hips. Fight that. Maintain normalcy in your body position. Let the shoulder blades come towards each other as you lower. Spread the shoulder blades out as you press away. Feel those shoulder blades articulate around the rib cage, first and foremost. Up on your feet. No, you're not. You're down in the ground, just checking. We got our last one. What is this one? Plank, lateral hops. So again, shoulder blades are fully spread apart. Hop side to side. Get as much air on these as possible. You can even go donkey kick style where you're jumping up so high you're going to kick yourself in the butt with your heels. I say try it, Addie. Why not?
Wait, what?
Jump up high. Now try and kick your own butt with your heels.
No, because
Donkey!
I need my hips
20
to
seconds.
still stay low.
No, I want you to go high. Donkey kick, 15 more seconds.
What you're saying.
Get your hips up high to the ceiling, and as you're skying through the air, try and kick yourself in the butt.
No.
There it is. Donkey.
No.
You got 5 more seconds and donkey kick yourself. Kick your own ass. You got 5 more seconds. Take your break, walk it off, grab some water. There's 2. 25 minutes down, 13 to go. Last one, and as Addie says, last round, best round. I agree. Let's see if she can live up to her own words. What do you think? You gonna crush it even more this round?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do differently?
I'm just gonna, you know,
I know what you're gonna do.
crank the dial up.
Yeah, she's gonna jump in all those reverse lunge knee drives. She's going to break dance like a
Maybe I'll get you
level.
to join me on this
Whole
one.
new level. Third, on those crab alternating reaches, at some point she's gonna turn those into a crab sprint, just for shits and giggles. I can see it coming. She's excited about that. You have 20 more seconds before we go.
I'm
The
highly triggered.
the first one is that low high squat chop. Again, focus on that inside leg doing the work. Turn this into a hip dominant movement. At no point are you leading from your shoulders or your chest, all right? Move from that inside leg's hip. And green means go. Load it up. Fight that one to throw your arms around. Push off that inside leg. Crank that power off that inside leg. Feel that rotation of that leg bone inside the hip. Perfect. Keep going. Load that thing up. You've got another 5 seconds to go before you switch sides. And just know your hips, again, are going to want to get lazy, and your upper body is going to try and dominate this. Switch sides. Fight that one, and just keep all that brain power in your hips. So get that big hinge. Load up that ball of the foot of that inside leg. Let your head travel with this. That's going to give you a little more freedom of movement out of this guy. And just, again, drive through that ball of the foot of the inside leg. Perfect. Take a break. You're finished with that guy. None more of that one today. Back down on the floor. Here we go. Getting ready for lightweight. All right, break dancing. Again, cross that reaching leg under your body as far as you can possibly go. This is one where your hips are trying to stay the same height or as close to the same height as your shoulders the entire time. And regardless, keep those shoulders fully spread apart. Have some activation through the floor the whole time. You're not just hanging your shoulder blades, you're controlling those guys instead of just letting gravity dictate how you're moving. You control gravity. You got 10 more seconds. Keep reaching those legs way across your body as you go. Feel that little bit of rotation out of your hip. You've got 5 more seconds to get up. Keep going, and perfect. Take a break, just drop to your knees. You got the bear crawls coming. And again, everybody, I challenge you, keep your knees as low to the floor as possible. Keep your knees as low to the floor as possible. Keep that normal curve in your low back as much as possible. Fight that one to tuck your tail under and to raise your hips up towards the ceiling. And as you are going backward, really feel how you can upwardly rotate that scapula. You can really work on those scapular stabilizing muscles as you do this. Again, knees are low. That whole cylinder is equally on. Your hips are ideally around the same height as your shoulder the entire time. And when you're going backwards, press your body backwards. Feel that supporting arm scapula really resist or have resistance in that upward rotation manner to give yourself some good workouts. And perfect, take your break. Now you're up on your feet. You got your split squat row. Last one of these. And again, if you do not have that split squat row rubber band, you've got just your split squats. And both of these, again, just switching at the halfway point. And as always, initiate that movement from your hips. And just be aware, as you fatigue, your body's always going to try and find that way to cheat, to make things less physically demanding. And it takes a lot of energy to get your hips to move, but that's what we want. We're here to burn out some energy. So, switch sides to fight that one to keep your hips still and only move from your knee. All right, and also fight that one to put your center mass backwards on that reaching leg. Your center mass is over top of that front leg the entire time. And then upward body-wise, feel that shoulder blade really control that pulling movement. Perfect, take your break. Next on our list, we got our high knees. If she wants to do her, that was the other one.
No, that was footwork.
The jerk was a footwork.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. High knees. Feel free to travel the room. You do not have to stay in the same place. Make your own. Travel the whole way through your house if you want. Just get back here in 30 seconds. See if you can run down and get another coffee while you got that 30 seconds out and go. You got 23 more seconds. Next one on this list is that loaded split squat whip. So you will grab your weight. You're going to stay in that nice deep split squat position. And you're going to create as much force as trying to have you rotate and twist, but you're not going to allow it to do it. You're going to overcome gravity again.
Yeah.
Overcome all forces. You're the stabilizing force. in this whole place, Addie. You're the stabilizing force. Okay, take your break. Grab your weight.
Did we ever look up who was right about the gravity? It's negative 9.8, right?
9 point something. All right, stay in that split squat. Hinge out of the hip. Keep your normal spine shape the whole time. And again, I challenge you on how quickly you can change directions, how quickly you can change direction, and how much speed you can create while you change directions. The more speed that you generate, the more difficult this is. So challenge yourself. You got 2 more whips and you're gonna switch sides. Switch your side. Again, stay as low in that squat as you can. Stay hinged over as much as you can. And as you're in this split squat position, yes, you've got 2 legs on the ground, but try and dominate this more from that front leg. Stay front leg loaded. You've got another 5 seconds to go. And then you can drop your weight and you've got your lateral hops coming. Chuck that weight to the side. Chuck that cat or small dog to the side.
What, baby?
That's where I draw the line. You're always good enough. Yeah, never mind. And here we go. Nice and light on his feet. Traveling side to side. Only a, what, foot or so? You don't have to go full. These are not skaters, so you're not going to go crazy wide, but you are going to go crazy fast. Again, nice and light on your feet. Find that ability to breathe as you do this, and try and breathe, not just chest breathing. Feel that abdominal breath happening as well. You got 20 more seconds. Keep going quick, quick, quick. From this, you got your half burpees. And again, you have the option, hands on the feet or hands on your elevated surface, whatever that may be. You got another 10 seconds to go. Addie's gonna give us a 10-second surge. As we go 10-second surge.
Too hot.
Feet are hot. Take a break. Find your, whatever you're gonna do your half burpee on, floor or elevated object. And here we go. This is one where your hips do go really high. You are creating that tight leg position, so you're really getting an abdominal area to fire to help hike your hips up towards the ceiling. Hopping in as close towards your hands as you can get it. And as always, there's little time on the ground with your feet in both spots. So you're constantly moving. Constantly moving. The only permanent structure on the floor are those hands. So you're really keeping those arms straight as you really spread those shoulder blades out. Keep it going. You got 12 more seconds to go. And then we've got Addie's jerk run coming up.
Yeah.
You got 5 more seconds. Keep your speed up the whole way through that buzzer. Perfect. Take your break. 10 seconds. She's doing her jerk move. You guys figure out whatever kind of move you're going to do, jerk related. All right. So you want to show me some like flair of the jerk move? Oh, it's got like an outward rotation to it.
And the hands.
You got the hands, the gangster hands going on. There you go.
Yep.
Keep it going. Nice and quick jerk move it.
If only I could have done this at camp. I couldn't.
No?
No, I didn't know how.
No? Well, hey, you got it now. So
Yep.
everybody at camp back in like
8.
year 2015,
2000. Like 2009.
2009, some eons ago. Back when I was in camp in 2009, probably not. All right, 10 more seconds. Keep going fast. Keep your jerking going. Feel that rotation of your hip if you're doing it right? Rotation of that hip. And take your break. This is the one. Addie's gonna do it. You guys are gonna do it. It's that alternating reverse lunge with that knee drive.
Oh.
And it's a knee drive, not a hand smack. You're smacking your hands with your knee. You're not smacking your knee with your hands. So your hands are relatively still. You're driving that knee up with power, and your hands are just to stop that from hitting yourself in the face. Keep going. You got 30 more seconds. Throw that hop into it. Go quick. You don't have to go crazy high off the ground, but again, go as fast as you can go. All of your weight is on that front leg. Back leg is just for show. Drive that knee up. Boom. Kick yourself. Knee yourself. I want to hear some. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. There it is. Big smack. Big smack. Keep going. You got 10 more seconds, everyone. The whole way through that buzzer. Getting close. We got 5 more to go. Back down on that floor. We got our Addie's favorites. Remember, she's going to do a little special crab sprint for everybody.
Nope.
Yeah, she is. I can tell she's going to it. There it is. Perfect. Now go right into your alternating crab reaches.
I did 10.
Way to go. See, I knew she would do it. She's always up for the challenge. So if you so desire, you can throw that in your modification. That can be your 4th modification. You throw a little crab sprint in there. When you get tired of the crab sprinting, crab alternate reach. Keep going. You got 20 more seconds. Keep changing it up. Find what works for you, but challenge yourself nonetheless. Challenge yourself. Keep going. You got 10 more seconds where we are. Then you're dropping down on the floor with those hands and going into your rotating planks. rotational planks. Your last one. And take your break. She's got it. You know, if Addie's breathing heavy, it must be difficult.
I'm not breathing heavy, I just couldn't.
You're breathing. Well, then you gotta work harder. You gotta breathe heavy. Here we go. Rotate those hips. Again, your hands are permanently on the floor. Use that as a huge anchor to spread your shoulder blades out. This is the one where, again, where your shoulders and your hips are ideally in a similar plane. Feel that hip really rotate open. That leg that's lifting off the ground and going behind you in a scorpion style position is the added resistance. So I hope you do not have lead weight shoes on. Stay nice and rotated as much as you can. 10 more seconds where you are. And then you're back up on your feet doing those drop squat hops. Keep going, 5 more seconds, everyone. As much rotation as possible, keep your shoulder blades spread out. Perfect, back up on your feet.
All right, I got it this time.
You got this one?
Yes.
I'm not gonna say anything, I'm just gonna watch. Yes, it's like a cheer. Don't cheerleaders do that?
Yeah.
Have to, right? At
When you
some
throw
point.
them up, they go like that. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. It's also like the pre-Russian dance move. You got 25 more seconds of your wide drop, squat, hop, whatever you want to call this thing. Regardless, you start out wide, you land deep. You start out wide and tall, land deep in your squat. Move as quick as possible. Feet are light on the floor as you reach out. Land on that squat. Ball the first foot is first point of contact. Initiate that squat pattern from your hip just like normal. We've got 5 more seconds on this one. 2 more. That's it. We are beyond that 2-minute warning. We got a minute and a half to go, everybody. So if you were saving up any energy for that final surge, this is your final surge. So here we go. Rotating push-ups. So as always, keeping your normal spine shape. Allow your shoulder blades to come back towards each other as you lower yourself towards the floor. And then the opposite, spread the shoulder blades out as much as you can as you press your body up away from the floor. Get as much rotation out of that thoracic spine as you can. And fight that one to let your spine change its natural shape. So keep your normal spine shape the whole time. Fight that one to lead from your head. You've got 12 more seconds where you are. Should be 20 more reps.
Not if you're doing it correctly.
2 more reps.
Yeah.
Okay. 5 more seconds, everyone. You get your very last one coming up. Take your break. Last one, plank lateral hop. So you're back down on the floor. Shoulder blades are still spread apart. Again, hips trying to stay similar in height to your shoulders in the beginning if you're just going side to side. If you want to go donkey kick style, that's the one where your hips are going to go really high towards the ceiling and you're going to try and kick yourself in the butt. I say, Addie, go for it. You got 30 seconds to kick yourself. You got it! No, I can hear it. Smack yourself. Does that feel natural?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. You got another 20 seconds, everyone. Go as fast as you can. Choose the option you want. You can go donkey kick style or lateral style, whichever one you want to do. Regardless, you got 10 seconds. Go faster.
10 second surge.
5 seconds. Go faster. This is it. Your last 5 seconds, everyone. 4, 3, 2, 1. You done.
Woo!
Awesome. Take a break, guys. And as always, I pass the mic to the exerciser to do the stretching. So, well done. Grab some water, grab whatever thing you're going to use to lie down on. Strap that to your little buckle on that thing. And then we'll get you. Come on now. Perfect. Okay. All right, guys. Addie's got it. So again, grab a mat to lie on. The rubber band you use for your stretching or for your exercise, you can use for stretching. Otherwise, grab a towel, a buckle, belt, whatever you need. Addie, take it away.
All right, so we're gonna start by lying down. We're gonna get 5 deep breaths, just emphasizing a 3-second inhale, 5-second exhale, inhaling through our nose, exhaling through our mouth. As you do so, just really think about where you're sending that breath with each inhale. So 5 of them here. finish up maybe your last breath there. And then grab whatever your stretching device is. You're gonna place it around your right foot here and reach your right leg straight up to the sky. Feel some nice sensations in that back of that right leg. Still inhaling through our nose, exhaling through our mouth. And then from there, you're just gonna bring that right leg out to your right side, really opening up that groin, inner thigh area. And then from there, you're gonna bring that right leg across your body, getting a nice twist in that lower back, nice stretch in that right glute, trying to keep both of those shoulders firmly planted against the ground. Once again, still inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. We're gonna do that same stretching sequence on the left side now. So just go ahead, place that left foot through whatever you have to stretch with, and we'll reach that left leg straight up to the sky. Now we'll bring that left leg out to the left side, opening up that inner thigh, groin area. And then we'll bring that left leg across the body. This side's getting that nice lower back twist and that left glute stretch. And then just be conscious of that left shoulder coming off the ground. You want it firmly planted against the ground to get that full twist of the lower back. And then you're just gonna come up onto your knees. Bring that stretching device over your head. And think about separating your shoulder blades to either sides of the room. Still inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth here. Bring that band to your left side, stretching out that right side of your body. And then taking it to the right side now. That's all I got.
Thank you very much, Addie. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Hope the rest of the day is a good one. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow for our build class. I'm not sure who the participant is yet, but
Maybe you.
Maybe tank tops are coming.
Why don't we get Rick
Just kidding.
Cervantes
All
out
right.
here?
Thanks, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Your
Adios.
sign off. You have a sign off? Oh, okay. There it is.
Probably offended the whole internet.